Hey everybody, this is Desert Lumens bringing you another first impression and unboxing video. Tonight on the table we're looking at the Sofirn SP33, the upgraded edition. This flashlight I got from AliExpress from the Sofirn's main web store. That's where they have their main web store at. I'll drop a link down in the description where you could purchase this flashlight. It's not yet available in America, so if you want it, you're gonna have to order it from China, from Sofirn themselves. Now, I think they kind of rushed this flashlight out because the manual that came with the flashlight was the old manual from the previous model flashlight. So we're not going to be looking at that today. But we're going to show what else came in the box. And it's two O-rings, as you see. And it comes with a lanyard. Now, I'm not really a fan of this style lanyard. But, you know, hey, they gave you one, and it's included in the price. So if you like lanyards, you got a basic one right here. But these lanyards aren't my cup of tea. All right, let's grab the flashlight. Now, as you can see, this flashlight is super beautiful. I've never had the old model. I had a friend who had one. Jake, you know who you are, brother. He had his model SP33, and it was 1080 lumens, and he really liked that one. But he was complaining about the UI was really different, and it was really hard to get used to. And when I told him about this, he had just ordered it, and he got his model, I think, maybe 1 or 2 days before I got mine. And he was kind of stressing, you know, because he thought it was the old edition as well because of the manual. But as soon as I told him, you know, turn the flashlight on and check it out, and sure enough, you know, he checked it out and realized the flashlight was totally different and a lot brighter, easier to use, and he loves it. Just tonight, I talked to him, and he mentioned how much he would, because he has a farm, so he would flash the light, you know, to his friends and family and his neighbors, and they're just amazed about how bright this flashlight lights up his field. So, as you can see, Sofirn is one of my favorite companies because, one, they listen to their customers. People complain to them and they'll say, hey, you know, we don't like these features on this flashlight. And Sofirn will listen. They have phenomenal customer service, and their products are always, always, always high quality. I've never had a problem with the Sofirn light, and I've owned quite a few Sofirns. Also, this flashlight, as you can see, has really aggressive knurling, but it feels really good in the hand. I kind of like this really tight diamond pattern. It looks almost like dragon scales almost. And the anodizing is really nice. And one thing I noticed as well, that this flashlight takes a long time to heat up. And that's very cool too, because the body is pretty thick on this flashlight. Yeah, so as you see, when I open the flashlight up, we'll see how thick this the barrel is of the flashlight. They did a lot of good work on here for heat dissipation and just getting rid of that heat and not letting it heat up. As you can see, the the bezel is crenulated. It's a little bit there for self-defense. There you go. You can see that Cree XHP 50.2 emitter, and this is rated at 2500 lumens, and it's between 6000 and 6500 Kelvin. Now that is cool white, and that is really probably one of the cons that I'm going to list, obviously, in this video. If you know me and watch my videos, you know I love warm white, and you know I love neutral white. And I wish they wouldn't have gone with such a cool tint like this. Normally Sofirn is they have beautiful tints, you know, they'll make it around 5,000 or 5,300, and that's really like the highest that I will truly like. But this flashlight really calls to me, and you know how I am about that. And I just had to have this flashlight. It is so beautiful, and it fits into my everyday carry pool. I have no problem carrying 26-650 lights. You know, I'm a big guy, so I always wear cargo pants or cargo shorts. Excuse me. So I have no problem carrying these kind of lights. It might be big for some guys or some ladies, but for me, it's fine. I'm going to show later on in the video a comparison with other more popular lights that are around this size or a little bit bigger that I also have in my everyday carry pool. Okay, as you can see here, let's go back to the reflector really quick, that it does have an orange peeling, and that's to smooth out the beam to help you out and give it some flood. Excuse me. Now this emitter is rated at 11,760 candela, and that's on turbo. Oh my goodness, someone's alarm is actually going off. Hopefully it's not too loud in the background. Let me pause the video and let's see if they turn out. Let's go through the UI here. Now to reach eco mode, only thing you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to hold down the power button, and that'll bring you to Moonlight or eco mode, and that is the 15 lumens. And so the thing about eco mode, once you turn it on, that's the only mode you have. So you can't, you know, change it to another setting besides turbo, as you just saw. So if you hold down the button and it's eco, you can go to turbo from there, and double clicking again could take you to strobe, as you see. Push the button again, that'll since it has memory, it'll bring you right back to eco, which was the last mode you were in. So single button click to turn it off. Now single button click again to turn it back on, and as you see, the button is very like tactile. It's very like the click, you'll hear it. It's very audible. And turn it on. Now this looks like it's in high, so we're gonna hold the button and change the mode back to low. Hold the button, medium, high again to get the turbo. Like I said, it's double click. Right now this is high at 1,000 lumens. Double click, it's on turbo. Now you can reach turbo by double clicking on any mode that you're on, and to double click again while you're in turbo, like I said, is strobe. Single click will bring you back to your last mode that you were in. And remember, hold the button, and that'll keep changing, that'll keep cycling through the modes. But remember, it won't, the only way to access turbo is by double clicking. So that was about all we're gonna see with the UI. The button does have a battery indicator light right here, and that it will light up green for a few seconds when you turn it on. If the button lights up green, that means you're good, your battery levels. It's really basic. Green is good, red, you're kind of in the low, blinking red, you're critical, and you need to really change out your battery because your flashlight's gonna die. And if you have an unprotected cell, that's very bad news. Don't run your battery down like that because you can destroy it. So remember that. Keep an eye on that. As you can see, it's green for a few seconds, 4 or 5 seconds, and it'll turn off. And it's only for when you turn on the flashlight initially. It'll just give you that quick battery check. So that's nice that they included that. and it's simple. I like that basic one a little bit more than Lumens, because it's just green, you're good to go. Red, okay, you got to start thinking about charging or replacing the cell. Red, blinking red, uh-oh, we really got to do this because we're mission critical right now. So I like the basic. You know, you don't really have to remember, okay, it's blue and it's flashing blue, now it's this color, now it's flashing, now it's a third color. You know, that's kind of, it's cool if you're really into that much detail, but you know, I'm a simple guy, meat and potatoes guy. Green, red, flashing red, that's all I need to know. So Sofirn always gives you what you need, and they really don't, hell, you really don't need nothing else. I mean, they give you what you need, right? You got everything here in a beautiful light, and this light is perfect for duty carry, although you would need to get a separate holster for this flashlight, but it's really good for duty carry, especially with the 26650 cell that gives you a lot of run time. You know, you may, depending on how long or how much you use your flashlight in a shift, but you know, all the cops that I know, and if you're like me when I was on the ambulance, you know, you always carry your go bag, your patrol bag or your truck bag or whatever's, and you know, that always stays in your bus or in your rig or in your cruiser, and it's real easy to just carry some 26650s or 18650s with the sleeve, or have a battery charger where you can just charge your batteries while you're between calls or responding or whatever's. So this will be a perfect light for duty carry if you get if you find a holster. Convoy makes some really good holsters, and they're cheap, and you can find those on Banggood, and that'll probably sort you really well for a holster for this light. This light is really good for any person that needs this in an everyday carry. If you're walking your dog, if you're if you're a female and you need a lot of light and you're kind of nervous, this flashlight does have some weight. If if you don't carry concealed, I hope you at least have a knife on you. But if not, wherever you're at in the world, sometimes your flashlight's your only weapon, and this flashlight is really nice. It has a little bit of weight to it because of the 26650, so you will be able to defend yourself with this light if that's all you have. I wouldn't really want to carry some plastic Walmart flashlight if that's all I have between myself and an assailant. So this flashlight is really good for self-defense. It'll be really good, I think, for a concealed carry light as well. But that's just me. I like this light. You don't really need a rear, tail click all the time. I have a plane coming in. Let me mute the video. Let me pause. And we're back. Okay, there's one more thing I wanted to touch up on in the video, and that is the lockout feature on this flashlight. Now, there's two ways to lock this flashlight. The first way works on any flashlight, and that is just getting the tail and giving it a quarter turn, and then that'll stop your flashlight from powering on. And you should always do that if your flashlight doesn't have an electric lockout. You should, or even if it does have it, do it both. Sometimes it's just really safe. Sometimes it's just better to play it safe, and you can't be, better be safe than sorry, right? The old term. So that's the first way. Just close that back. The second way, excuse me, is to press the button 4 times really fast, and that'll lock it out, and you'll know that you've been successful because the flashlight will blink. It's like that. And now anytime you go and you press the button, the flashlight's gonna just blink, and it's gonna say nope, and that's how you know you're locked out. And to unlock it, you just reverse, click 4 times, and it's going to blink. And that's it. All you got to do. Now, before we end this video, let's show some size comparisons for this flashlight, because many people think a 26-650 flashlight is just humongous, and it's just not the case. This flashlight, I think, is a very nice size for an everyday carry light. Now let's put this in the back so you guys can see. That's the SP33. Here's another favorite light. Here's the Rofus MR70. They're about on par with each other. Here is the Apollo, the Lumens Apollo A21. Now this flashlight is a 21-700 cell, not a 26-650, but the size difference. Here is the Lumens T70. That is a 26-650 flashlight. Let's move the camera over a little bit. That's a 26-650 flashlight, and I really have no problem carrying this in my everyday carry as well. It's in my loadout, my pool that I have to choose from. So this fits. It's a little bit bigger. And now this guy, right? And we all know who this gritty little guy is, and that is the MSR D4S. And bam, there he is compared to that. And just because he's half the size, oh, the little fatty, bam, there he is compared. So the Sofirn SP33 really is not that big compared to other flashlights that I have in my everyday carry pool. So these flashlights are awesome. The SP33 is a very nice acquisition, and it's here to stay. I love Sofirn. I'm going to put the link down to the AliExpress store where you can find this fantastic flashlight. And just remember, if you're a fireman, police officer, security guard, paramedic, EMT, sheriff, Secret Service, whatever's, this will be a great duty light as long as you get that holster. And you remember, you know, convoy. I will put the description down below, and to Banggood, where you can get a convoy holster that will be good for this flashlight. It's, you know, pretty good, and it's only a few dollars. I think it's under $5. So I'll put that down in the link down for you guys. Well, I want you guys to stay tuned for beam shots for this baby. And once again, this has been Desert Lumens, bringing you the unboxing and first impression of the Sofirn SP33, the upgraded edition. I still like to say version 2.0. I wish they would have put that on here. But hey, I'm not gonna be, you know, totally ungrateful, right? I mean, I'm just happy they just released this flashlight with the upgraded UI and made it 2500 lumens, because this is a beautiful flashlight. I love it, I love it, I love it. All right, guys, thank you for your support. Thanks for hanging in here with all these interruptions that's been going on in this video. Like, I think this has been the epic proportion of just interruptions in this video. And I thank you guys for hanging in there, and I'll see you again next video. God bless you guys. Take care. Hey everybody, this is Desert Lumens, bringing you another beam shot video. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. This is going to be for the Sofirn SP33, the upgraded version. That's 2500 lumens. Now, if you hold down the button, it'll give you a Moonlight feature, but as you can see from the Moonlight, you can't go to any other modes. It's Moonlight or nothing. So you have to turn the light off by clicking the button, and then you turn it on. It comes into low, and there's high and turbo. You double click, and there's your 2500 lumens. As you can see, it lights up everything out here in the backyard. And now we're gonna go step down. We're gonna turn on Moonlight again, so you can see what that looks like. Turn it off. There we go. Back into low. There goes medium. There goes high. And here's turbo again. All right, guys. Have a good night.